Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, I'm going to give my top 5 winter cheapies 2024 going into 2025. This list, shocker, will not be in any numerical order, but to start it off is going to be Kenneth Cole Serenity. So this is just a little tester bottle. This is actually a really good, underrated fragrance. Like, I find that the brand itself, it doesn't get the love, but if you are new to fragrances, and if you just want to get into fragrances, this is a great brand, like a great introductory brand for you. Like, I've been doing this for a long time and I still like a lot of their offerings. This has a lot of sandalwood, cashmere, it's got a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of creamy vanilla, a little bit of a creamy tonka bean as well. You're gonna get ladamum, some pepper, and there's a little bit of a peach note to this one here as well. But for the most part, it's just very woody, like a lot of sandalwood, a lot of vanilla. Where is the sprayer? There it is. Oh yeah, so a lot of sandalwood, more sandalwood than cashmere wood. Vanilla. The peach itself is more in the background, and this is considered a unisex fragrance. In some ways, it kind of is, but it leans more towards the guys. This is a great night out fragrance. It's fun, it's flirty, it's a little sexy. When you got like the woods, you're gonna get that ladamum and the amber and like a little bit of a boozy accord. There's not a lot of whiskey, but it is there, making this a great date fragrance. Not a club, but date, lounge. Like, and in my opinion, if you're a young guy, this is a great like intimate fragrance as well. This is a fragrance where she's gonna have to get in your space. Now, the first hour, the projection is there, but after that, it's more of a skin fragrance, or it's like the projection is more in your space. It's not a monstrous one. And I find that a lot of times, you don't really want that. You want your fragrance for you and that person. If you're out clubbing and everything, sure, you want this big bubble, but not when you're on a date. Number 2 is a very underrated fragrance, and I'm surprised I have not talked about this one or reviewed it. That's going to change. That's going to be Davidoff Hot Water. Very different than the original Cool Water. It's got nothing to deal with like the original. This is more colder season, while Cool Water is more spring and summer, but this has a lot of paprika. It's got a lot of wormwood. There's also basil. There is benzoin and some patchouli. For the most part, I would say it's like a green herbal scent with a lot of paprika and benzoin, with, of course, the patchouli as the backbone. The main takeaways, benzoin and the patchouli. So it's masculine. This is a masculine fragrance that leans a little bit more mature, like a little bit more older. This, great for the young guys. It's also great for a 40-year-old. This is more 30 and up. I can't really see like someone who's in college or even high school really liking it, in all honesty. This is just a great cheapie, like $30 or less. This is also a very versatile fragrance, dressing it down, leather jacket, black tee, white tee, all the way to a tuxedo. Yes, I said tuxedo. For Davidoff, you wouldn't think that. Next fragrance, Dunhill Custom. This has a smoky incense, red apple, spicy pepper, and cedar. Yep, you're gonna get all that. In the air, a lot of red apple with like incense towards the back, but on skin, that red apple, like, it's very loud and prominent in the opening, but it's more in the background because the incense, the pepper do come in with the woods. There's not a lot of development on it. I find that the apple will last, an hour or two, and the longevity overall is about 6 hours, but it's nice. The incense, the pepper, and the cedar itself mature this up. I find that this fragrance might resonate a little bit more with the older guys, 30 and up. Next one is a very masculine fragrance, like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Hey, listen, I'm an old man. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm showing my age. I'm the goofy dad bro of ragom. But this one here truly is a man's man type of fragrance. It's not one of my favorites, but I gotta give it its shine because its counterpart, is always getting the limelight. Bentley for Men. Its counterpart is the Flanker, Bentley for Men Intense. That one always gets the mention. This one deserves a little bit more light as well. This has a lot of cedar and patchouli. It's got cinnamon, black pepper, it's got rum, and leather. This is a woody, ambery scent with warm spices and booze. A man's man type of fragrance. Not really for me, but it had to make this list because for what you're spending, $40 or less, like you're underspending for the quality that you're getting. If you're looking for a mature scent that is both classy but bad boy, like leather jacket, all the way to a tuxedo, this is something that you might want to check out. And last but not least, I would say that this one here is my favorite from this list. And it's made a few lists as of late because it's just that good. Like for what you're spending, Boucheron's Jaipur Homme, 1998 release. This, and I've stated it so many times, my dad owned this. I hated this when I was a young guy. But now, like, I am like my dad's age pretty much when he owned this. Crazy how time flies. How life just works out, right? It just does. This, I don't want to say is mature, but it's a timeless classic. For me, it'll always be a timeless classic. But it has sweetness. So it's got benzoin, tonka bean. It's got warm spices of cardamom and cinnamon. In the opening, there's a lot of lemon, bergamot, and lime. The base has patchouli and cedar, but there's apparently like rose, jasmine, and carnation, I believe. I don't get the florals, but what I do get, and I've stated it so many times whenever I've talked about this fragrance, is that there is this sweet vanillic, this vanilla type of feel. And that vanilla, from what I've been recently told, is actually going to be coming from the benzoin. But whatever. Just like an ambery, sweet, vanillic scent with spices and woods. Classy, but sexy. Playful, but mature. It's what it is. Dress it like this, all the way to a tuxedo. And for an EDT, because there is an eau de parfum concentration, you're going to get good performance. I get 8 to 9 hours, but even with 6 hours, you can't complain. And everybody, that is my top 5 winter cheapies for 2024 going into 2025. If you like this list, please show YouTube that you like this type of content by leaving me one of these. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be in the description box below. If you want to see years prior of winter cheapies, check out right here. So, thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.